It's the challenge of a lifetime, a trek to the Himalayas, towards the world's highest mountain, Everest.
I'm sweating. Jeez, I was.
For 11 British teenagers with serious behavioural problems, this will be a gruelling physical test. These are children who find it difficult to cope with normal classrooms. What lessons will they learn from the highest classroom on earth?
No, not this one, I've done mine.
They've all got challenges in their personal lives with behavioural and emotional difficulties.
I think the greatest challenge will be the mental challenge, particularly for young people who have experienced quite a lot of difficulty and failure. We've got to show them that they can succeed in something which is going to be very, very difficult. The trip is all about building life skills, you know, that will help them in all sorts of different situations.
They said that I have ADHD, and he said that I have anger problems and stuff like that. I moved through 8 different primary schools because I couldn't really cope in big classrooms, and I used to get very angry and then used to like kick off. But it used to be the teachers used to always like get in my face and wouldn't leave me alone, so used to wind me up even more.
15-year-old Richard Lang couldn't handle mainstream school. He found staying in classroom difficult and would walk out of lessons.
So when you get out your hat...
I think it was when I was about 5. I was then first diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome and ADHD.
Have you taken the 10 kilograms up to the mountain?
I got angry in classrooms easily. I couldn't focus on many things, and for quite a while I was put on certain medication and all these cocktails of drugs.
Yeah, that's it.
I just had moments where I just thought the world would be a better place and things would be happier without me in it.
The going is tough for some, but not for Dominic.
I've been finding it really easy. I reckon the further we go on, it's going to get a lot more challenging.
For Dominic, there's been a change in his approach to things.
Every day so far I've been up at the front, and it's not really a sprint, is it? And I thought today would be a good day to calm down a bit, walk with the others, and just see how everyone's getting on genuinely, see if we can help out.
Whatever you want to do with these children, you want them to, at the end, leave your school with the skills that they can go on and succeed in life. Taking them to this sort of environment and getting them to perform like they have done is unbelievable. I mean, if they feel that they can't cope, then their normal strategy is to misbehave and kick back or take themselves off and go into a solitude situation, and we've had none of that.
Richard says he's finding a new inner strength.
4 minutes, guys, yeah? Luke?
I think I've discovered quite a few things about myself, about my physical strength, my mental power. I've discovered I've got strong willpower in ways, but I hate to brag.
100%. Everything that we do this afternoon, okay, boys?
Really, we're looking at what the young people can take away from this experience. So not just the ability to physically walk up a mountain, but what does that teach you? For the types of children that are in these schools, many of them, until they come into these specialist schools, they probably have never been told, actually, you're amazing, you can achieve anything. And what we wanted to get from our session was partly for them to start to recognise as a team that the people around them can actually see that they have positive characteristics.
Richard, who has Asperger's and ADHD, is already showing symptoms of altitude sickness.
I've got a bit of a headache, but I've just got to keep drinking fluids.
And the youngest in the team, Dominic, who has ADHD, is discovering a new confidence.
That was not too bad, quite easy to be honest.
Oh, you find this all easy, aren't you?
Yeah. I've learned a lot of experience of looking after myself, and I've learned like the different culture of all the Sherpas and stuff like that, and I've met loads of new people, and it has changed me.
It's becoming clear that not everyone is able to go on. Richard is having serious doubts and records his thoughts in his video diary that night.
We're not making it to Kalapatar. None of us are up to it. At least I don't think so. But yeah, I know I'm not up to it. I've suffered severely with altitude sickness, but I love it. I can't. To be honest, it is. I just can't do it because
I think everyone has tested them both physically and mentally, especially some of the young boys. You know, they've really pushed themselves hard to get here, and unfortunately, not all of them are going onwards. But you know, this is their Everest. This is their highest point. So, congratulations to all of them.
The other 4 youngsters, Dominic, George, Josh Simpson and Cole, continue with 16-year-old mentor Callum Carter and the remaining team.
We made it.
At about 2 o'clock, they get there, to the highest point of the expedition, about 100 metres up Kalaputta. Their reward, an unforgettable view of Everest.
I got told that there was this highest classroom, and then the head teacher said, "Do you want to do it?" And I said, "Yeah." I just thought I'd give it a go, and I didn't actually know that. I never would have thought I would have been here today.
Well done anyway. It's not been easy at all. You know, from 11 months ago, convincing local authorities that we could take vulnerable and complex children to the Himalayas. So we've had a challenge right from day one. But since we've been in country, I've been really pleased and very proud, and I think all the adults have been proud about the way that the children have adapted to the change.
Hang on, do one with Josh.
One more. And realise they've got to 5,200 metres in the Himalayas, in the snow. For me, that's what I want them to take away, that if they can achieve this, they can achieve anything they want to do in their lives.
I've never really been proud of myself, but the other day when we made it to Kalapata as a group, as a big team, made me feel proud of myself. I'm really glad I made it, because it's made a big difference, and it's made me think that anything's possible, anything can be achieved if you try, and I want to be in the Marines, and you know, that makes me think that I can do it, as long as I try.
Big bear hug!
The journey's been hard, but I think the company's been amazing, and I think it's been a great journey of self-discovery.
Richard believes the trek has helped him to get his problems into perspective.
I think the one lesson I've learned is self-perseverance, where through the toughest of situations I can just get through it by putting myself in a different place. I think I'm a better person now than I was when I first came. Things are just more in perspective, you know. I've learnt to accept those around me, and I think it's just given me a much brighter view on life.
Dominic gives a presentation about how the highest classroom experience has changed him.
It was a big challenge for me reaching the top. I never thought I would make it.
He wants to pass on the lessons he's learnt to his fellow pupils.
But since I come back, I've learnt that you just got to check it on the chin, and you got to be fair with the teachers, because they're trying their best with you. So I've never ever really been proud of myself for anything that I've done, and doing this made me realise that, you know, I've done something really amazing, so that's what made me feel proud.
It's a pleasure.
It's not just the help and support that I've got, it's my own 2 feet that's got me there, and no one else.
Are you happy to get here?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
When I was younger, I used to find it very hard to cope. If someone pushed my button, then that was it. It wouldn't take a lot to make me flip. Obviously, I'm a lot more confidence in myself, and I've learnt to control my temper. And whenever I'm in the wrong, I always come back and say, you know, I'm sorry. Because I've done this, I know that I can go anywhere, when I can do anything as long as I try.